Hey everyone, Rachel from Desert Blossom Crafts here, back with a new crochet pattern. Today we are going to be making the Violet Cowl. This is a super easy pattern. It's worked in the round and it's just a 2-round repeat for the whole thing. So this tutorial should go pretty fast. There's just a few stitches we're going to use and I'll explain everything in the tutorial. So let's get right into it. For materials, I'm using We Crochet's Chroma Twist Bulky. This is an amazing yarn, you guys. I've used their Chroma Twist fingering and it's cool, but the bulky, there's just something about it. You can see the color twists more and it's just so pretty. You can see how here the colors fade into each other and there's so many pretty stripes. You can use other bulky weight yarn, but I highly recommend this one. I'll put my affiliate link down in the description box. And then you'll also need a J 6mm crochet hook. Once you have those things, you're ready to get started. So to get started with the pattern, you're going to make a row of foundation single crochet. This is a really cool technique because it makes the chain and the single crochet at the same time. It's nice and stretchy. If you are uncomfortable with it, you can just make a row of chains and then do a row of single crochet. But I'll put a video here for you to learn the technique if you haven't already. Now, the pattern says to make 75 foundation single crochets. But this cowl is extremely easy to adjust, so if you want to make it way bigger and have it like double twist over, or if you just want it to be a little bit bulkier or a little bit smaller, if you want to make a kid's version, you can start with any number of foundation single crochet. There is no stitch multiple, it's just whatever you want. So I'm just doing 18 foundation single crochet so I can show you this on a smaller scale today. So after you make your foundation single crochet, you're going to bring it around, so turn it over so it's the wrong way, bring it around, and we're going to join it into a round. So just make sure you don't twist it, and then insert your hook into that very first stitch and slip stitch. And that will be the foundation of your cowl, literally. So the first round is super easy. You're just going to chain one. This will not count as a stitch. And you're going to half double crochet in each stitch around. So just yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. This is a half double crochet stitch if you're a beginner. I did create this pattern to be geared towards beginners, so I'm just going to show you this a few times so you can see what I mean. Yarn over, so bring the yarn over the hook, go into the stitch, let that yarn just fall naturally over the hook and pull it through. And you kind of want to bring it up so you don't want to keep this loop way down tight. You want to keep it up a little bit and yarn over and pull through. And that is your half double crochet stitch. Just practice it until it gets a little bit easier. And you're just going to make these all the way around the round. So you should have, for me, I'm going to have 18 for this, but for the pattern, you should have 75 when you're all done. So here I'm at the end and I just have one last stitch to do here. Here's my last half double crochet that I've made and the first one to go into. And I'm going to slip stitch it to join, just like that. Now I'm going to chain one and turn my work. So now I'm going to be working on the wrong side. Let me show you that one more time. So I'm just taking it, I'm turning, and you can either leave it like this as you work, or you can flip it so that the wrong side is actually facing out. It's up to you. So now we got to learn how to work into the 3rd loop of the half double crochet. Normally we work in the tops of stitches, these V's on top right here. But when we work in the 3rd loop, it creates a cool knit-like effect because it pushes these V's to the front and we don't work into them. So instead, I'm going to insert my hook right here. So here's my chain that I made. We're not working here, we're going into this first like V on the side and just the bottom of it, right like this. That's called the 3rd loop. And I'm going to single crochet. So let's look at that again. For the next half double crochet, here's the base of it, here's the top of it, and here is the 3rd loop right here. So just insert your hook. Single crochet does not have a yarn over at the beginning. You just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so here's the next third loop of the half double crochet. Make your single crochet stitch. And let's take a look at how this looks on the front. You can see those V's at the top have come down and you can really see them shine. And it will become more and more apparent as you do more rows, or rounds that is. Okay, so we just worked into the third loop of this half double crochet. Now we have this half double crochet here, and the third loop is a little bit off to the right of the stitch that it actually belongs to. Insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And this is what you're just going to repeat all the way around. When I get to the end, this is what it's going to be looking like here. And my last third loop is right here. So this right here is the last half double crochet, and the third loop is a little off to the right. Now, if you're ever unsure if you have like one more stitch to do here, make sure and count your stitches. So I would start here and count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So that means I've gone all the way around. I don't need to work anymore. I'm just going to slip stitch in that very first single crochet, just like that. Now for round 3, we're going to turn our work again. So turn this way and then flip the work back out. And it'll probably flip naturally if you have a bigger cowl that you're making. This is just a little weird because it's so small. Okay, so now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to half double crochet around again. So super easy. Now when I do this, I'm going to go into this stitch right here. We're back to working in the tops of the stitch. So no more weird third loops. Here's my chain and I'm going to go right here for my half double crochet. Okay, and right here. So again, these are the tops of the stitch again. Inserting underneath the V and making my stitch. And just repeat this all the way around. And by the end, we'll have some more half double crochets that we can work into that third loop again. So I've come to the end, and let's count our stitches again so we can see if we need to do one more right here. I already know obviously, but I think it's helpful to kind of learn how to troubleshoot these things because you might get around and be like, is that a stitch? Is it not? So I'm going to come to my first half double crochet right here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I need to have 18, which means the answer is yes, I do need to work a half double crochet into this stitch right here. So I'm going to do that. And now, and only now, can I slip stitch into this very first stitch. And for a slip stitch, you just insert your hook right in, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through that last loop. It joins everything together. So now round 4 is just like round 2. We're going to chain 1, turn, and start working into that third loop again. So let's go up here nice and close. So for my first third loop, I'm going to work right here. It can be a little confusing because of turning, knowing exactly where, but this right here is the slip stitch. So we don't want to work into this. We want to work into this half double crochet's third loop. So again, here's the top of the stitch, and then the third loop is right underneath of that. And just single crochet. Here's the next third loop. Again, find the base of the stitch and go over. And to confirm, you can always look and make sure there's a V on top and that you're working in the loop right underneath that V. So this is all there is to making this cowl, literally. You just need to repeat rounds 3 through 4. So the previous half double crochet round and then this third loop and single crochet round. You can make it as big as you'd like, so meaning you can work as many rounds as you want. And also this is where you can try it on too. Make sure that the circumference fits you well. You could probably do that after only like 2 rounds just to make sure that it's good before continuing. But anyway, for now, just keep doing that third loop and then repeat rounds 3 through 4 as much as you'd like. So I just finished my last one and I'm just going to slip stitch to that first one. Now let's turn this around to the right side again and take a look at that stitch pattern. So now you can see after doing 4 rows, you can really start to see those V's emerge and the knit look type effect. And then if we bring this one up again, of course, the more you do, the prettier it becomes. So here's all those V's, and those are what are getting pushed forward when we work in that third loop of the half double crochet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. So who are you making this cowl for? I would love to hear if you're a beginner just starting out, or if you're just more advanced but you want a quicker, easier crochet project. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every minute you spend on my channel, and I would love to see you around more. So make sure to come subscribe and hit the like button so you'll see my future videos. I'll put a few up here for you to check out next. Thanks. Bye.